Right then. Okay, so I just tried to do a live stream, and what I was going to do was a live update, and I went to press the button and it said your account is not ready for doing live streams, give us 24 hours. So because of that, I'm doing a pre-recorded live stream. Work that out. And the reason for it is because today is the 18th of September, and on the 18th of November there is an event at Buriram International Circuit for classic cars. Now we done 2 out of the 3 years past. First year we did our Capri, and last year we did our Escort, which you would have seen the build on, and we've just entered for this year. And what we've done is entered this. So you know what that means? That means I've got exactly 2 months to get this to the track. Big pause, big gulp. Okay, well, I said to the lads, I said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. We're not going to stop halfway and change our mind and bring the Escort out. It's do or die. So I spent yesterday, well, what I promised myself was that we go through it in stages. So obviously first stage is to finish the welding, and you won't have seen these on my normal what do you call it, episodes, because I haven't uploaded them yet. But I've just finished welding up the roof, because this was all rotten. That was all rotten, this was all rotten. So the sunroof is welded up. The sills are all welded up. I've still got to weld in this rear crossmember, seat crossmember. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to epoxy paint the floor and the inside of the crossmember and the outside of the crossmember. Then I'll weld it in, and then we'll put the white paint through. So that bit of welding has to wait until paint is done, and we'll just scratch away the little hole, the little, you know, to do the plug welds. We'll just do that, plug weld that in, and then locally repair it. So primer, weld that in, and then white. Then we can do the inside of the doors, get them mounted, and then start working on the outside. I spent yesterday welding up the bulkhead here. So it's not that clear, it's a bit dark, isn't it? So, does that help? That helps. We'll put some lights on the situation. So the bulkhead expansion is done, or pretty much almost done. That's all fully welded up all around now. All that is fully welded in, and just a bit of black paint on there to stop it flash rusting, and also use it as a bit of a guide coat. And then you can see in here, but I'll admit that I am going to do some now, actually, because this is just, it's welded inside and outside. The outside of the engine bay is now fully welded, but I've still just only got spot welds along here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these into tags. I'm not going to fully weld it, but I'm just going to put 3 or 4 spot welds and just turn it into tags and tags and tags or whatever. I might fully weld that over there, and then that's done. And what I've got to do after that is prepare it for priming. So door shuts, floor, and this bit around the roof, and the bit in the engine bay here. Once it's primed, then we can flat it all down and yeah, get the colour on the inside before working on the outside. So that's it. I've got 2 months. I don't know whether it's 60 days, 61 days, whatever, but 2 months. So I thought it'd be interesting to do a live update every day and see how I've been getting on. Obviously I've got mechanical stuff to get done as well. That's the front cross member down there. There's a blooming great gap in it, so that needs to be welded up. So I should do that within the next day or two and get that cross member sent off, because then I'm not waiting on it. Get that sent off. I've got a lad down the road. He's one of my customers. He's got powder coating, and he can just powder coat that very quickly for me. And the lump is over here. You may have seen we've just announced what the lump is. So that's a 2 litre Duratec with a 6-speed manual out of an MX-5 NC. The engine's about 2005 or something like that. And we've got an ECU for it. We've got an Motorsport Electronics ME221 ECU. We've got a header for it. We've got an intake for it. We've got to work out what we're going to do with the throttle, whether we're going to go fly-by-wire or put a cable throttle on it. If I put a cable throttle on it, then I've got to find the butterfly and get it mounted, but not too difficult. But this all has to be done in parallel to the bodywork. So we've got front suspension to sort out. We have some rear shocks that hopefully will do. Some RS shocks up on the shelf there, and hopefully they'll do. But we've still got to overhaul the drive shaft, put new gaiters on, get them, repacked with grease. The front suspension has all got to be done as well. So you can see there's a lot of work there, and I think by doing a daily update, going live and walking through it, it'll help me think of things. You guys may be able to suggest things to help us along, and yeah, let's see if we can get this thing done in 2 months. So it's from shell to show in 2 months. Wish me luck. Cheers.